Welcome to datascience.show, the podcast where data science meets executive leadership. We talk with top AI and analytics thought leaders about turning data into real business impact. If you're a C-level leader or data expert shaping the future, you're in the right place.
Picture a one-week outage where marketing, sales, and product report different customer counts, and your execs want answers today. The cause? Incompatible data products. That's what data mesh is supposed to stop. I'm Mirko Peters. We explore how data science and AI drive real business impact, straight from the leaders making it happen.
Let me be blunt. Most companies treat data mesh like a tech checklist. They pick tooling, stand up a platform, then wonder why adoption stalls. The real work is organizational.
You need three things to avoid that trap: clear product ownership, aligned incentives, and a platform that enables, not replaces, domain responsibility.
I'll be speaking from the practical vantage of CDOs, heads of analytics, and domain leaders, people who balance P&L responsibility with technical decisions. Their choices determine whether data mesh is a linchpin or lipstick on the same old problems. Start with outcome. Ask one question first. What business problem does this data product solve? Not which storage. That's downstream. Map the product to a single measurable metric: conversion lift, time to decision, or cost avoidance. Non-negotiable. Define the product as a contract between producer and consumer. Short bullets work better than long policy docs. Owner, SLA, schema contract, versioning. Each must be explicit. If you read one thing in this episode, make it that.
You'll hear this centralization versus federation debate. My take? Centralization buys consistency fast. Federation buys domain relevance and speed. Both are right, in different places.
I recommend a hybrid posture. Centralize shared capabilities: identity, catalog, security, observability. Let domains own product content and business logic. The platform should be a well-lit toolkit with templates and default contracts, not a gatekeeper. Platform responsibilities provide standards, CI/CD for quality, contract testing tools, and a lightweight publishing pipeline. Domains are responsible for business validation and upkeep. When ownership is split, accountability must be explicit. I hear this one a lot. We gave domains autonomy and then expected miracles. That's not autonomy. That's abdication. Domains need budget and staff to deliver production-grade products. Baked into rollout must be a funding model: chargeback, internal pricing, or a central incentive pool. Pick what fits your organization. If teams can't staff product owners, data engineers, and quality engineers, the program fails. Contracts and APIs are social artifacts as much as technical ones. They only matter if someone enforces them and consumers have tools to validate them. Build automated contract tests, catalog lineage, and a simple certification process before production.
Here's a tight decision heuristic you can use daily. If a change affects critical cross-domain reporting, normalize first. If it's a narrow experiment, let it run but mark it experimental and set an expiry. That keeps innovation flowing without corrupting trust.
Before granting production status, require three preconditions. Say them with me.
Automated contract tests passing.
Documented SLAs and an owner with contact information. At least one downstream consumer who validates the product against a business need. If any of those are missing, keep the product in pilot. That rule alone prevents a lot of accidental chaos. Measure success by business outcomes: time to value, reduced onboarding time for new consumers, and repeatable products delivering revenue or cost improvements. Those metrics keep leadership honest. Governance should be federated but lightweight. One rep per major domain, plus platform and legal/compliance seats. They maintain guardrails, arbitrate contract disputes, and clear cross-domain blockers. Role clarity eliminates a lot of friction. Executives sponsor outcomes publicly. Domain leads own product metrics. Platform leads own ease of use and reliability. Legal owns policies. When decision rights are clear, escalation drops and velocity rises. Curious,
As you scale, interoperability becomes more than matching schemas. Semantic alignment, shared ontologies, and consistent annotations matter. Invest in a catalog and governance practices that evolve with adoption. Culture is the long game. Reward domain teams for durable, well-documented products that others adopt. Don't reward deployment velocity alone. Track adoption, ease of use, and incident rates, and surface these in executive reviews.
2 practical steps you can take this quarter. First, inventory your top 10 data flows and map them to business outcomes. Assign a product owner and a downstream validator for each.
Second, establish that lightweight certification checklist we just covered and apply it to anything you call production from here on out.
Here's a quick vignette you can use in leadership meetings. In one global retailer I coach, mapping the top flows uncovered a single customer ID mismatch. Fixing it cut reconciliation time by 40% and reduced a weekly manual task from 5 hours to 20 minutes. Small fixes, big operational payoff.
Expect tensions. Domains will push for speed. Central teams will push for correctness. That friction is healthy if you have clear escalation paths and data-backed trade-off criteria. Use impact and downstream exposure as your decider.
Final reflection. Data mesh isn't a project you complete. It's an operating model you mature. Align incentives, make ownership explicit, and build a platform that removes friction without owning outcomes.
That's the difference between models and value.
If you found this episode valuable, subscribe and share it with your network. And let's connect on LinkedIn. I'm Mirko Peters. We'll be back with more conversations on how data science and AI create real business impact. Until next time.
Thanks for listening to datascience.show. If you found value in this episode, subscribe, share it with your network, and join us next time as we explore how data science drives smarter decisions and better business outcomes.